And the Trojans will kick off first, and here we go. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the ground, it's Clark. Picks up the first down. Could be an alley. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Gamecocks just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Sellers rushes on him, and he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Tight end finds a soft spot, and they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And the Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. The run inside. It's Fuller. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Pulls it on the option. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Slips a tackle. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They put the first points on the board. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the air, it's Mayava. Throwing right. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Doesn't SC always seem to have a quarterback right out of central casting and one that'll pick up a first down for you with his arm?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter the year. It just doesn't matter the number. It continues to churn out. They find those guys. Just such an easy place to recruit when you got that kind of pedigree. You always find superstars at the quarterback spot.
Grab behind the line. It's Bowman. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to the big tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
They'll run it. It's Jordan. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Going with the counter play here. Hard-hitting tackle.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Lets it go to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. With the catch, it's Clark. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Fuller. Squeezes ahead for a couple, they'll get it out to the 9. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the catch. He finds his way out to the 13-yard line, and they're out of trouble with a 1st down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Here's Sellers to throw. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Makes the catch of the midfield logo. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. This should be the last play of the quarter. To the air, it's Mayava. Caught by Williams on the left. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Making side adjustments here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Got his man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Trojans. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Hard running there. Lots of room to run. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
That's caught. It's Brown. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
The run inside. It's Clark. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Sellers. Here's the pressure. He'll throw it. He's got his man. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a 1st down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Might as well give it to him again. Maybe a crease. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. In the red area, it's Fuller. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Sellers. Pressure coming, and they got him.
You're going to get some of this with this guy, and that's okay. You live with it as an offense. He'll make some big, enormous plays for your team, but this time, man, just too much dancing. Trying to make a big play, trying to get out of the situation. Nice job by the defense corralling him and getting him on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Unleashes one deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Really tough on an offense. Third and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football, they know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer, I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath, but, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to pass on second down. Throws to the tight end. The sure hands, it's Bowman. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Trojans, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Now on the counter. He breaks a tackle.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, you know, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. The give is to Miller.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Back to the ground with the running back. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Finds a man on the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum, bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Makes the grab in their space. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Sellers to throw. Under fire. Fires toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Escapes the pressure to his right. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Hey, man, I love guys with situational awareness in football. It's 3rd and long. You know it. He's sitting right near the sticks, ready to break on the football, ready for the quarterback to throw. He does, forces the INT. Nice heads-up, smart play by that young man.
The Trojans use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the right. He's got it. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He's stopped. Not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
And they don't want to risk a turnover here, so they'll just take the knee and head to the locker room. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the head. Turning it on! Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. He's going for the big play. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Trojans! And that one will give them the lead.
And how about the big athlete, the ability to catch the football and then also do damage after the catch. You see so many athletic tight ends nowadays with physicality and the ability to make you miss. He breaks a tackle and goes a long way for the big touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Gonna run it. It's Fuller. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Really, the MO of this offense is their ability to run the football, and they've been trying to get this guy going. They've given it to him time and time again. Just really hasn't been a lot of space and a lot of place for him to go. You got to give the defense credit, especially their front 7. They are winning in the trenches so far this game.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB-designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Running behind that left side. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
And almost another interception for this defense. They've been picking him off like crazy. They've shut down this passing attack, creating so many big plays. This defense is dialed in, locked.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
It has just been that kind of day for this guy. 4 picks now thrown in this game. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. He just hasn't been throwing the football accurately. This is a game he would like to soon forget.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can breaks into the open. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
You're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Might be calling a hot route. They'll move the wide receiver. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Oh, they're after him, and down he goes. How frustrating for an offense to not only see the extra defensive back with the dime package, but still have their quarterback get hit.
Yeah, when you go down, this is a passing situation. And if you're a defensive lineman, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm not playing the slightest bit of run. I don't care if they run the football. I'm getting to the quarterback. Nice job understanding that, rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Fires it incomplete.
You can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Touchdown, Gamecocks! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick six. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games, but when you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside, it's Jordan. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. It's complete to the left. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Caught behind the line. It's Bowman. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. He might want another play. Miller with the ball. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll pull it down. Might have gone into that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He uncorks one deep. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Handoff to the lone back. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. So now it's 2nd and long. They give it to him again. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. The corners are walked up tight. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
That's caught. It's Mosley. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And that's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. So you've come up big, you've forced a 3rd down. One more big stop. Now I can get him to punt the football, give my offense a chance to go down the field and to score some points.
Wants to throw. It's Mayama. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Six-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Got a little grass. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking for a crease. It's Fuller. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Sellers. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Southern Cal. How about this defense taking one back to the house? What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Defense in press coverage. Sellers. Gonna let it fly. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Mayava. Pocket breaking down. He sacked this defense all over him.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the 2nd play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Complete in the middle. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
We've seen this tight end lined up in a 3-point stance. We've seen him in the slot. We've seen him outside at wide receiver. And he's made catches all over the field, guys. That's now over 150 receiving yards for this guy.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, no, the ball popped out. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Man, you talk about a helpless feeling. When you're the guy who fumbled and you're watching that thing roll towards the sidelines, you're like, please get out of bounds, and it does. I'll tell you what, the offense has the lead. That was a big-time play for that thing to get out of bounds and not cost them a turnover.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the...
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Got some room to run.
It's just frustrating. You know, you're an offense, you're in a great position, you're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you can possibly do.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's Sellers to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do because this passing attack has not been great.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Stands in and takes the hit. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick, and the defense can do nothing about it. And that right there gets it done. Leaning on the ground game, and Jesse, I don't know about the clock, but that thing's about to run out.
And that's really the identity of this offense, too. They are going to be physical. They're going to run the ball even when you know it's coming. And in that situation where you...
Finding some room. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to put this one in the vault.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.